Thank you. Our next opportunity has been Ghana. Ghana, we have more than large number of Ghanaians diaspora here resident in the state of Minnesota. They are doctors, engineers, own homes, and have succeeded in different areas of their lives. Leading initiatives that transform the lives of our children, our kids here in the United States of America. We have Ghanaians diaspora who are really interested in doing business in their home countries. We have had relationships with the Ghanaian ambassador to the United States of America. We have hosted her at meetings and engagement and have asked for her support to open doors and opportunities for our trade missions to Ghana. We have gone to Ghana and we have spoken to the U.S. ambassador in Ghana, and we have been briefed by opportunities in the country of Ghana by the U.S. government. We have spoken to government officials that are also resident in Ghana with the American Chambers of Commerce. We have visited large industries in different kinds of sectors, and we have saw tremendous opportunities, one of which was healthcare in Ghana. Ghana believes that in order to improve the lives of our children and make the world a better place, we need telemedicine in Ghana. Ghanaians here in the United States of America are advanced. They want to seize that opportunity in fact. I was also able to meet with the former president of Ghana during the CEO conference in Virginia. And we talked about his trade missions, we talked about opportunities in Ghana, and we talked about how do we work together to advance two-way trade in Ghana. And I learned from her firsthand, from the former president, what he did in his previous administration, and what are his hopes for the next, for the investment in Ghana. So Ghana does not only have opportunities in healthcare, but there are also opportunities in agriculture. There are opportunities in energy, sector, electrical power generation. We were able to, there were also opportunities in education, building partnership with our educational institution, particularly Minnesota State Colleges and University System, University of Minnesota. We are known as a better state because of these opportunities. So Ghana has been one of the countries that we have visited, hosted events in Ghana, hosted dinner in Ghana, with U.S. businesses in Ghana, with the U.S. in partnership with the American Chambers of Commerce in Ghana, the U.S. Embassy in Ghana, and members of the government were part of this agenda. They were part of these activities. That is how we were able to learn firsthand from the government officials, particularly delegations from the Trade and Investment Commission in Ghana. They talked about how Ghana is open to business in the United States of America. So this was very, very great opportunity to see how Ghanaians are opening their doors to the African diaspora to come back. And during this event, we are also able to have one of the Ghanaians talk about the product that she has in providing telemedicine to the continent of our home country. And we were also able to talk about Kofi Annan, who studied here in the United States of America and went to become the U.S. and went to become the Secretary General of the United Nations. In return, Minnesota Africans United was able to launch a Kofi Annan scholarship program. And this is a program because we were inspired by an African leader who came to Minnesota, went to graduated from one of our universities, Macalester College, and now went to become the Secretary General of the United Nations. We created the Kofi Annan scholarship program because we want to make sure that African immigrants from the continent of Africa can also take advantage of our educational opportunities, that there should be no barrier for anyone to become an engineer, or to become a doctor, to become a teacher, to become a lawyer, to start up a business, to become a technology expert, to become a government leader, or to run for office or Secretary General at the United Nations. That is why we created this scholarship, to break all the barriers, and this journey was really started by Kofi Annan. So Minnesota Africans United have the scholarships, and we saw that this scholarship can be used to leverage other scholarship opportunities for Ghanaians that are interested in taking advantage of our educational institutions here in Minnesota. Thank you. Thank you so much. We were ready to host the delegation from the Democratic Republic of Congo here in Minnesota last July. This delegation was being organized in partnership with the Equity Bank Group in Kenya and in DRC. It was organized in partnership with American Chambers of Commerce. This came along with the trade government official, the leaders in the private sector, in the government sector to seek economic opportunities. As president of Minnesota Africans United, we have continued that conversations. I was able to meet the delegation in the United Kingdom, and we talked about investment opportunities of the whole country. In return, I was also able to meet the Minister of Trade and meet the Minister of Agriculture in Virginia during the CEO summit. We had roundtables, we have conversations to bring about opportunities and partnerships, and we have learned about opportunity in agriculture. Congo has more than 80,000 area of farmland available for farming, but this vast farmland has not been taken advantage of. They have infrastructure projects and building their airports, building their roads, building their bridges, and growing food that can actually feed the whole of the continent of Africa. The ministers, the presidents, the trade promotion agencies, banks, and all the private sectors are intentional about investment, two-way trade with the United States of America. That has been demonstrated through their visits to the United States on several occasions, on several events, through trade missions. And we are lucky that they were able to come to Minnesota. They were also able to visit our state capital where this event is actually taking place today. They were able to talk to our Metropolitan Airport Commission here in Minnesota and all variety of Fortune 500 companies to build partnerships. This is a great opportunity in the area of agriculture in Democratic Republic of Congo. Democratic Republic of Congo, they are ready. The farms are ready. They're just waiting for US companies to take advantage of these investment opportunities. And we are also telling Congo that yes, the US is ready, yes, African diasporas are ready, and African diaspora from the Democratic Republic of Congo were actually present and organized an event to lead, to welcome the delegation and not having committee knowledge. Yes, they are also ready to do business back in their home countries. But they need an organization as Minnesota Africans United to facilitate this trade and investment, these two-way trade opportunities, to advocate to make sure that the US Expo actually comes to Minnesota so that the country of Congo can take advantage to really tell the world about opportunities of agriculture, in energy, in technology, in their home country. That is what we have achieved over the years, working with the DRC and working with the ministers, working with the government officials, working with the private sectors, working with the chambers of commerce, and we have also been helping refer them to different partners across the United States of America to really take advantage, not only on opportunities that are here in Minnesota, but also opportunities that are in California, because we have allies and we have African diaspora businesses across the United States of America, bringing them together to make sure that they take advantage of the business opportunity that's available in Congo, more precisely. Thank you so much. We have seen another tremendous opportunity in Zambia. We were honored and proud that we were received by the President of Zambia during the UN General Assembly meeting in New York. This was an event that was also developed and organized by the Zambian diaspora in the United States of America. She was able to bring across all the Zambians to that event, and we were privileged and thankful for our services, patriotism, and love for our home country, and love for the United States of America. When she did that, was because she believed in the power of the African diaspora. She believes that when we come together as one, we can transform our country. continent. We started that conversation, and that led to hosting a webinar. And this webinar was well supported by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, by the Minister of Trade. This conversation did not only end there. We also had another gathering during the presidential delegation of the Zambian government during the US African Summit in Washington DC last December. We had breakfast meeting, we had dinner meeting, and this brought about discussions to understand opportunities, business opportunities in their home countries. And we saw how transformative, how welcoming the Agenda 2023 and forward is like. We are not planning to lead a trade mission to Zambia. And from that trade mission, we are also planning to travel from Zambia to Malawi. But we are also planning to make sure that Botswana is also part of this initiative. But Botswana is not part of the expo yet. But we are working with citizens who are eager in seeing that Botswana becomes part of the US Expo, that becomes part of the Bureau International of Exposition in Washington DC, so that together, United States of America can gain all the 55 votes from the continent of Africa. But we have seen opportunities, many opportunities. Zambia has a vast land that the African diaspora can take advantage of to grow different kinds of crops, one of which is wheat that is required in our bakeries for the children. They have opportunities in solar energy in their home country. They have public-private partnerships programs in their home countries. And then we actually believe that these opportunities are opportunities that we need to use them now to get them ready for 2027. We are not going to keep any opportunity behind at this particular point. But if we are really thinking about long term, these are the first steps that we have taken. And we are asking the support of this country to take advantage of the US Expo 2027 that is upcoming. It's going to take place in June 20th in Paris. So I just wanted to leave it at that particular point to say that we are still on that journey with these opportunities. We have done first meetings with the president and the delegation in New York in September during the General Assembly meeting in New York. We did the second in Washington DC with the presidential delegation that visited Washington DC during the US African Summit. We took this to the next level. We hosted a webinar that we were able to sensitize all African diaspora and US companies that are interested in taking advantage of business development in Zambia. This is to show our intentionality that we are not here to play. We are serious. We want to do business with these countries. The government of Africa, particularly the government of Zambia, they're intentional and they are serious and they are supporting that in order to advance economic opportunities, they believe in the two-way trade agenda. And that's what we are fighting for, that's what we are pushing for, and that's what we really want to get. And we are also asking the government to make sure they put US Expo as part of their opportunity to advance long-term programs, opportunities, transformative agenda for their countries and for African diaspora for their countries that are resident here in the United States of America. Thank you.
And Malawi.
I was honored and had the honor and privilege to have been invited by the former president of Malawi, one of the greatest presidents that Africa could ever had, President Joyce Banda, to take part in the generational summit and also to talk about the role of African diaspora in advancing into trade with the continent of Africa. At that summit, we met a variety of women leaders, one of which was the vice president of Liberia. We have also met foreign ministers from the country of Liberia who have traveled to Minnesota to engage with the diaspora. We were part of that opportunity. But taking you back to Malawi, we saw a variety of opportunities. And we saw the sacred ingredient of advancing economic opportunity for everyone. we want to be thankful for the former president. I also had the opportunity to have one-on-one with the president of Malawi, with his ministers, and also members of the government, of the parliament. And we saw the intentionality of Malawi wanting to transform the lives of their citizens. And one of the biggest opportunities in Malawi was in agriculture. We saw the women working every day as groups of individuals, helping to advance cooperative initiatives and growing different kinds of crops, including ginger, including cassava, including peanuts. And they were looking at our restaurants here in Minnesota. They are looking at our food shelves here in Minnesota. They are looking at Target, and they were looking at our shops like Walmart, Coop Food, and all the retail stores that can buy their products. But they needed support in terms of capital access, equipment, transformation of this product to take advantage of US market. Malawi has been a country that is very, very peaceful, independent judiciary, and we saw Malawi to be the soul of the Southern African region by really having that opportunity to do business with Malawi. But this was not only Malawi. We met with the Malawian ambassador during the US African Summit to continue this conversation. And they embrace the African diaspora, particularly those that come from the Malawian diaspora who are really interested in doing business. Then we reached out to Prosper Africa and asked for a meeting. We had a breakfast meeting to really talk about a country with tremendous opportunities. And together we have all agreed with Prosper Africa, with the Malawian government, to host a webinar on April 14, 2023, to really advance and sensitize the diasporans, Malawians, US companies, all the 50 states, that Malawi is a country to really do business with. We are going to see these opportunities. We are not just traveling to Africa to give speeches. We are really traveling there because we want to do deals. And when you see deals in Malawi, you take advantage of those deals right away. We see the Malawian government, from the president to their foreign ministers, to their ministers of trade, to their citizens, to their diasporas, to their ambassadors, all of them opening their gates for trade and investment. And agriculture and energy and technology were three main sectors that we think that the US and African diaspora can actually take the chance at a particular point to transform not only the country, their citizens, their business members, but also that is going to trickle down to African diaspora here in the United States of America. It's going to create jobs for us. It's going to put food on our table. It's going to make sure that we have access to education. We also have access to all the basic necessities of life, because we engage and because we build relationships and because we believe in partnership. I believe the US Expo is an opportunity to really start that conversation at this particular point in time. Well, the Malawian government are also instrumental. They understand business. They understand helping to engage their diaspora in the economic development of their country is one of the priorities of these initiatives. And we are getting that diaspora initiatives as part of Minnesota Africa's United agenda for Africa. So we talk every day, meet every day, we engage one another every day with the diplomatic missions here in the United States of America, with their government and business leaders across the world. There are tremendous opportunities that we really want Minnesota companies to take advantage of these opportunities. We want US companies to take advantage of these opportunities. And we are actually traveling to Paris to also engage all the other African diaspora, to make sure that African diaspora in Paris and in Europe are engaged as the African diaspora that are actually here in Minnesota, that are actually here in the United States of America. We have traveled across, we have learned from each and every one that countries are working by themselves, but when African diaspora really come together, as the African Union came together to champion on specific causes for the regions, for the continent, that is what we believe that can transform the continent. When all African diaspora across the world really comes together, united under one voice to transform the continent economically. And we are well known for our healthcare technology. We think that our technology, not only in healthcare, can also be used in different aspects, in agriculture in Malawi, in education in Malawi, in energy in Malawi. So each and everyone can actually do business in Malawi and become successful in their different dreams and their different journeys for their kids, and to build a legacy and a better planet for each and everyone. Thank you. Another opportunity that I want to talk about is our visit to Tanzania. We were able to lead a trade mission with several delegations in a variety of different sectors, one of which was in tourism, one of which was in agriculture, healthcare, and education. We're welcomed by the private sector, we're welcomed by the bank, we're welcomed by Equity Bank. We had activities and we had events that were very, very impactful to make our trade missions very, very successful. We want to really thank Equity Bank, Equity Group for the tremendous work they did. So by the we were able to travel to see the educational opportunities that are there for kids. We were able to travel to see agricultural opportunity. We visited pharmaceutical industries. We visited farms. We visited other programs and projects in a variety of different sectors. We came to Zanzibar. It was an island. We saw tremendous opportunities in tourism. We saw opportunities in agriculture. We thought about Minnesota. We thought about the United States of America. We thought about the US Expo 2027, as this can be an opportunity for this country of Tanzania to actually work with Minnesota, to actually work with the United States, to actually work with Prosper Africa, to really take advantage of this opportunity of two-way trade and investment that will advance jobs creation, that will advance, that will improve the lives of each and everyone here in this region. This was very, very fabulous. But one thing that we also learned was about their readiness to be active. From the head of state, though we never met her, but we were able to also talk to government officials. In Zanzibar, we talked to government public leaders in the Dar es Salaam, and all of them were ready to do business with us here in Minnesota. But we see that in order to transform the region, partnerships, market is fundamentally important. We saw the market of their products actually here. So at this point in time, we're looking at the buyers of their products. And we are also looking at African diaspora from the Kenyan community that are interested in doing business in their home countries of Tanzania or Dar es Salaam or in Zanzibar. When we were coming over here, we had one Tanzania diaspora that is stable because he saw real business opportunity and he had to take advantage of that opportunity right away. This deal could not have been possible without our trade mission. And we see that bigger deals, better deals will be possible in the future when we get them ready and prepared to take advantage of the US Expo. It will not only be about leading delegations from here to Tanzania, but also helping Tanzania businessmen and women from a variety of sectors in healthcare, in education, in agriculture, in technology, in energy, in transportation, in infrastructure development, to also take advantage of US Expo 2027. We cannot wait for this to happen. So there are a variety of opportunities, and we can list them from one country to the next. We know them. We know them because we host webinars. We know them because we actually travel there. We know them because we hold events on the ground in partnership with American Chambers of Commerce on the ground, with US embassies on the ground, with different business leaders on the ground, and we also promote these opportunities to other people to watch, and other countries are calling us, including Malawi, including Zambia, including Nigeria, all citizens. Africa is calling US home, and this is the opportunity that we want each and everyone to take advantage of the US Expo. And the US Expo is the deal. This is the time, and this is really what we are saying. This is why we are calling all private sector, the government leaders to get involved and engage with the leaders to support United States bid to bring the World Expo here in Venezuela in 2027. We traveled recently, we led the trade delegation to Kenya. Kenya, we were able not only to be supported on this journey by the largest bank in East Africa, the Equity Bank Group. We were supported by them, and the headquarters is actually based in Kenya. We met firsthand business opportunities from a variety of different sectors. One of them was in energy, so energy, business opportunities in energy, business opportunities in agriculture. And we see that these are the opportunities that the US at this particular point in time can take advantage of these opportunities. There was a very, very big opportunity in healthcare, training their nurses, training their kids, and this skill set that can be required here in the United States, using the skill set that this country have to provide care and services to our elderly people in the United States of America. We saw opportunities in energy, and that Kenya can be a country that can supply energy to the surrounding countries. We think that helping build that support, help investing and supporting Kenya in the energy sector, but there is nothing you can actually do in Africa without energy. So we saw that if there's energy in Kenya, trains and transportation can be improved, agricultural production can be improved, healthcare production can be improved if there's energy, agricultural production can be improved. Our children can have access to education, they can study at night. And we have seen Kenya as one of the transformative regions when it comes to generation of power, using all forms of energy, one of which was really, really surprising and wonderful and amazing was the source of thermal energy. That was great. That was something that other African countries do not have that opportunity. We also saw opportunities in solar investment energy in the whole country. So we now believe that really see these opportunities in Kenya, in the area of energy, in the area of mining, and the area of really helping trade, providing trade. Also not only buying their product, but also supplying, helping them with equipment so that their women, their children can have, the farmers can use the equipment to advance and create opportunities in agriculture that we can feed people within the region in Africa, and not only feeding them, but also feeding the Kenyan community that are here in Venezuela, in the United States of America. So these are very, very great opportunities that I think this expo is going to build that bridge, that's going to build that platform, that's going to give that opportunity to have this two-way strategy, this two-way investment and opportunities, not only to help people on the continent, but also helping African Americans to improve lives on the two sides of the Atlantic. That was the very big opportunity that we actually saw in Kenya. We have maintained relationships. We're planning another trade nations because we want to make sure that we close all these deals. But we are also asking for the people in Kenya when we travel to Paris to talk to leaders who are the key voters, key decision makers. We were really welcome by the ambassador in Kenya because she believes that trade, job creation can only be done when people really partner with one another. People are intentional about creating opportunities for one another. And she's actually saw the opportunity in electrical power generation as one of the key opportunities that this expo can take advantage of. So that was really what was really touched our hearts in Kenya, and we're really interested in really going back to Kenya with another delegation. One, because we have a very big partner over there in Kenya, which is the Equity Bank, and we also have the support of the government in Kenya. We want to do business with Kenya, and we have done business with Kenya, and we have a strong Kenyan diaspora here in Minnesota, and we will keep on traveling to make businessmen and women in Kenya.
So tell me about the opportunity for Cameroon.
Thank you. I will be happy to talk about the opportunity for Cameroon. I am just coming back from the country of Cameroon, my country of origin, where I was born and raised. I was there visiting family, but at the same time visiting small businesses, government officials from a variety of ministries, one of which was small and medium-sized enterprise, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Ministry of Justice, talked to members at the Ministry of Defense. I visited the Ministry of Trade and Commerce. I talked to a variety of people. And I visited women's groups and women's organizations. I also visited the US Embassy on the continent. And I learned firsthand about tremendous opportunities in the country. I learned about women in mining. Minnesota has been known as a great state in mining. How do we take advantage of these mining opportunities and helping these women who are there looking at mining opportunities? I also learned about the secret ingredient of trade. It's about involving women. And I talked to women in the different variety of different fields, one of which was in agriculture, women in technology, women in healthcare, women in construction, women in electrification, varieties of all opportunities. And what I got to see was that when you invest in women's business, you build economic prosperity for everyone. We saw the light that is women struggling to raise their kids and increase educational opportunities for their children. We saw how these women are looking at opportunities to create jobs in their home countries and become partners, providing solutions to the challenges that are actually affecting their countries of origin and reducing poverty. And we had to have one-on-one to have a plan for the future, one of which is helping provide them with capital, provide them with training, provide them with mentorship, building partnerships. And the goal was getting them ready, getting them financially ready with their products and with their services, and building the financial capacity and power so they can take advantage of the US Expo 2027. We cannot wait to share the success stories of this women's group that we have seen in the country of Cameroon. We cannot wait to share about the love that all the people that we met have for their home countries. We cannot wait to actually see this really coming to fruition. We want to see those beautiful smiles that they have for themselves, that they have for their kids, that they have for their country. I want to make sure that these opportunities should not be missed. I want to make these opportunities accessible. I want to make it available. I want to really make it at no cost for them. I really want to help these small businesses. Actually paying for their participation, actually helping them to build in some stands for them when they come over to the US Expo. But before doing that, they need to get ready, and the moment is now. So Cameroon has a very good opportunity. The environment is very, very good. People are welcoming, people are friendly, and people are ready. And many of them have also made trade missions to the United States of America. And they have built partnerships with American companies in a variety of different ways. We just want to make sure that this is consistent, and that relationship is focused on long term. So we want to take advantage of this opportunity to really build that momentum and working with these small businesses, particularly women-owned businesses in different kinds of sectors. Sectors that will think that using technology can be transformative, not only for their own counterparts or African diaspora here in the United States of America, but for the country of origin, in Cameroon. I was just so proud. I was just so honored. It was just a privilege to really see firsthand what these women are doing and the dreams they have for themselves. They have their kids, and they have their country, and they have Africa, and they also have for African diaspora in the United States of America. We are just there to close this gap and to really make this dream come true and for this dream to become a reality. Thank you.